Sean was waiting all night to say speed.
Yes,
They do it on a set.
All right, so this is our take. Hi, welcome back. This is our take on people who talk too much, and we've gotten some comments. And we all know somebody that talks too much. But we've got some comments about Mr. Jones, who people say in the comments, "Is this the Mark Jones show? Why does the bald guy talk so much?" And I don't have the answer other than. Do you think, how about this? Do you think you're more informed or more intelligent than most people?
Absolutely.
By the way, have some more wine.
Yeah, I did. I just poured some.
Did you? Have some more wine. Good.
Well, don't you have a news agenda every day that you fill up with?
It's the same agenda every day.
Yes, I definitely talk too much.
But are you more informed than most people?
I think I'm more informed.
Do you
which
think
means
you're more
I'm not.
intelligent? And I'm not being a wise ass. You think you're more intelligent than most people?
Oh,
because you
that's
know
an
a lot
unfair
about
question.
a lot of things.
No, I think I'm a fairly intelligent guy. I don't like to talk too much, and when it's pointed out, I acknowledge it. No, I've said on this podcast, I look at it sometimes and I go, Mark, stop talking and stop using your hands. I use my hands and I talk a lot, but I live alone with two cats.
But when you're in the lounge and you get there late, you don't want anybody to leave because you want to talk.
Yes, because I have no friends other than who comes into the lounge.
So you know that you talk a lot.
Yes,
and you're aware of it.
Yes.
But when you're a little intoxicated, you're not aware of it.
Oh, when I'm intoxicated, I'm not aware of anything.
And you start touching people.
I do.
I know. But why do you? Is it because you live alone?
No, it could have something to do with it. But I've always been this way. I love conversation. I love engaging with people. But sometimes it can be obnoxious.
But it's one-sided.
It can be. No, but I do get interested and ask a lot of questions.
Mark can fight with anyone.
Yes.
And does fight with everyone.
Every day. Yeah, every night.
You're very combative. You're very contrary.
I can be. But
no,
you know what
are.
You know what it is? A very famous, successful man once said to me, he said, you know what? The reason sometimes he liked to be combative is he says, I'm bored. He was a big producer and he wasn't, doing anything currently, and he loved to create conflict and he said, we need stimulation. And I think that's part of it because, sometimes I'll, go to the cigar lounge.
Do you see it as like going to the gym?
What's that?
Do you see it as like going to the gym, like working out?
Yeah, because I've never been to a gym.
That's getting your heart rate up for the day.
You know what it is? I love conflict and conversation, but see, I think people take me too serious. Like I'll get into fights with people, but I'm going, no, I love you. I'm not, and I think people sometimes misunderstand.
But you get into
and
fights
take me too serious.
where the guys that run the lounge in the front room come back and go, guys, got to keep it down. I mean,
yeah, but but it's because we're energetic.
Oh no.
And no, I definitely am very opinionated, and I notice a lot of times I will want to get my viewpoint across, but I acknowledge when it can be obnoxious, and then I'll always back off and I'll go, okay.
But then there are people. Okay, so you do talk a lot.
Yes, I do.
You do. You're very opinionated.
Yes.
And when you get a little bit
inebriated,
you tend to I always think, okay, I understand, I get it, but then you retell it because you're...
Yes, you tell it 3 or 4 times.
Yes. Am I off the podcast, by the way? Is this a slow way of telling me that this is the last podcast?
This is what you do when we're not on the podcast.
We're going to replace you with Dave.
Come on, Dave, come out here. No.
And that's the other thing.
He drops
everything.
He drops everything on the floor.
First it's his lighter. Last night... a couple of us were at the shop with Mark, with Sean very late, and it was Sean and it was you, wasn't it? Sean and Mark and I.
They don't know who's over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice, George.
Yeah.
Sean's doing our audio for us right now, but he couldn't find his keys, which is
Who, him?
every night,
Yeah.
every
Were they
single
in the
night.
chair?
And he goes, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but we
I
looked.
I picked the chair up. It's not on the floor.
Dumped it. I looked.
He's feeling inside the chair,
My,
and then
my dad was that way. I will drop a lighter.
Don't blame it on your dad.
I don't know what it is, and it's so funny. I have the keys,
But it's
and
every,
then
and
time to
you'll have
leave-
an ash this big on your shirt for like an hour.
Yeah. Yes.
No, not now.
No, but I usually do.
he
I
got
do.
he got up, and he dropped 4 things in one. It was like keys and
Lighter.
the bottle with those little bottles of wine you drink.
Yeah.
One of those and.
And by the way, that's not
glasses
from
and your
drinking.
lighter.
I do that cold sober.
That's because he has glaucoma.
I just drop I drop things all the time, and yeah, I think it's I think.
But you're not. But you only get. There are loud talkers. You're not a loud talker.
No,
But
I'm not a
you-
close
glasses
talker.
are-
You're not a close
I
talking
hate
is very
close
bad.
talker, yeah.
Close talking is very bad.
Yeah.
I've dealt with close talkers, and you can't move. You can't move away enough.
Yeah, you move and then they
keep
move
doing
in.
it,
They
and
move
you-
with you.
I totally. Yes.
Holy God! But okay. So you're alone a lot.
Yeah.
Now, okay, which reminded me of something.
Whoa.
Wow, there's our light. Okay,
We good?
the light good.
Can't see that.
Yeah.
Stabilize it.
Yeah, we're
See
good.
it. Yeah.
No. It's fine. It's-
Okay.
it's-
So, you were talking about being alone, right? You're alone. You live alone. You have 2 cats.
Yeah.
Thank God, the one that is a little sick is fine.
JoJo's doing really good.
But there's this show called Alone. I don't know if you've seen. My wife watches it.
I've heard
she's,
of it.
She's addicted to it.
Okay.
It's this show. I don't know what it's on, but she watches it, and sometimes I'll lay in bed with her and watch it. And you've laid in bed with us too when we
Yeah.
watch different things.
Yeah.
Police chase comes on. You're gonna have
Then
to
I'm out.
change it.
Police chase. I go right home.
But anyway, it's about they put people in. I mean,
I don't do
dropped
it on
something.
purpose.
He dropped
It's true. Okay.
Can
You know
I,
what you
can I
should
have
do?
my lighter for a
Yeah,
second?
you know what you should do, Mark? When you go anywhere, just take everything out of your pockets and throw it on the floor.
I should.
Be much
What?
easier.
It ends up there.
Why
I
are
know.
you using my? I gave you a cigar holder that
I have
matches
a,
your
I have a
ashtray,
cigar holder.
but
It's called
you're
fingers.
supposed to set it on this. and
Oh,
then-
George is so proper. But anyway, you were saying
Really,
alone.
George? Is that bothering you that I'm not setting?
No,
I don't set the
just-
cigar down.
I gave it to you 2. I only had 2, and neither
Look,
of
I'm
you are
sitting with
using
2
it.
drunk guys, and this is a whole different
True.
experience.
He's
wait,
doing
I-
scotch, I'm doing wine. Oh, look, George likes to touch. I'm
I
not a
don't
big
drink.
hugger, by the way.
So anyway,
Yeah.
there's a show called Alone that they drop, I don't know, 4 or 5 people into like real, like in on an iceberg, or and just insane. And they don't. There's no cameras. They give them a GoPro or whatever it is, and they film themselves. And they can only take like 4 or 5 things with them, whether it's I don't know, whatever they're supposed to take, they take, and they have to survive. They have to build like a structure to live in because it's minus 30 or
I'm out.
whatever, and they have to make fires. They have to kill things. They set up traps. They
I couldn't do that.
make traps out of branches. I mean, these are people who experience in this kind of shit. But
Yeah, right.
anyway, and I'm watching this, and some guy actually killed a moose.
Oh,
moose?
A
really?
moose.
No,
How
I
do you
don't-
kill it?
Well, I think he had a knife. No, he made a bow and arrow, and he killed it. And he stabbed it to death or something.
I
and I'm
couldn't
sitting, and I'm
watch
sitting
that.
there with my
I
wife, and I
couldn't.
said, "Okay, look, I'm
You didn't like that.
no." I said, "I don't. You want to hunt? You hunt. That's
Yeah,
fine."
I'm-
I said, "They don't have to do that."
Good
Anyway. But
point.
my question is this: could you do what these people do?
No.
No. I couldn't get, honestly, I would be.
So this is what people did a couple of 100 years ago.
I would be the weird guy who.
No, you're alone. You're all alone.
I couldn't kill, I would just be a vegetarian. I could not kill
could
an
not-
animal to
okay,
eat.
You
No.
can't survive on that. So you watch this show.
I would die.
And you phone. You could get. They have a special phone.
Yeah,
you
of
can
course
get out.
they're gonna-
But
yeah, I couldn't do
but
it.
some guy just kept eating fish.
I can do
I-
that.
And
I can
no,
do fish.
it's not enough. You need other things in your body, or you starve to death.
Really?
Because they have doctors that will come in, I think once a week or once
Yeah,
every.
they watch
and they test your fat level and all that. And if they think you're not,
Healthy.
ready to stay, they pull you out.
Okay,
But
makes sense.
it is. So if you had to do it,
He wouldn't have any pants on the whole thing.
And you know what? You'd have to make your own cigars, Mark.
I couldnn do that. I need a cigar. Here's a question I had. If I'm in a boat with my dog.
In a boat?
A boat. You're adrift, and you're dying. You've been
You
out there.
wouldn't kill the dog.
I had the answer for that. If I was at the point where I had to kill my dog to eat, maybe it'll give me 2 weeks, and I probably still won't be found. I'd rather not kill my dog and die with him than to get an extra 2 weeks. Now, if you could say to me, if you don't kill your dog and eat him, you'll die. But if you kill your dog and eat him, a boat will pick you up. I still probably wouldn't do it. But that's the problem.
Okay, if there was a dog and me drowning, who would you save?
First, the dog, of course. You know what? You'll
The
be
dog's
fine.
looking at you to kill you at that point anyway.
All right, so you're in a boat with a dog.
Your dog,
Your dog. What's the dog's name?
Pippin. It was a dog I had. My first dog was Pippin.
Like from the play, Pippin?
My mom named him, so it probably was from the
Was she
play.
a Ben Vereen fan?
I don't know if she was anybody's fan. I don't know.
So,
why.
so see, that was a pun.
See the pun.
Tap
Tap dancing
it.
around.
Okay, what, George? What would
Be
you do?
honest.
What would you do? Could you survive like that? Could you? You're going to die. You're going to
I
die.
don't think I would, even if it wasn't my dog, I don't think I could kill a dog.
In the wherever they put these people.
no,
Let's get to the dog in a minute.
I would try. I mean, if I got that, and I would do it, but I don't. I've never camped. I've never done any. I
You'd
wouldn't.
have to learn quick.
Yeah.
I mean, these people have to make shit. They have to make. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I don't.
Well,
I don't know if I could do it. I don't have the skills to do it. I think I would be Jack Nicholson in The Shining. It'd just be like that. I'd be frozen.
that's funny.
But
I think the problem. I'm sorry. The problem is, they know. Even Survivor. I never liked Survivor. I never got
there's
it.
cameras there.
Right,
Give
but
the guy a sandwich from the craft
so they're
service.
not really
Come on.
surviving. So even in this show, the doctors come in and they won't let people die and starve. So I don't think it's real. So now you just got people who want to show that they can kill an animal.
No, but they don't want people to die. They want and whoever wins, and in the end wins what, $250? They win $250,000.
The guy killed a moose.
Whoever lasts the longest.
But the guy killed a moose, and I don't.
No, I'm with you. I had a bit of a problem. I had an issue with that. I just did.
I'm
If
going.
he's able to kill a moose, couldn't he kill like something smaller?
You can't
or
go
person.
find it.
Yeah, go find it. Well,
These animals are not stupid,
Well, here's
and
the
they
thing.
don't, and they have souls.
And yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you really could, I'm not against hunting, and you do a quick, painless, as quick as you can, and you do it.
You're not against it if they eat it.
Yes,
right?
and
but
they
these
do
people
it,
are eating it.
But they didn't have to. It was for a show.
That was my argument. with my wife.
Yes. If they were literally stranded, I have no issue, even if he killed a moose. But they were doing it for a TV show.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
That's a good argument. Okay. Now you're in a boat with a dog.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I would just keep thinking of Life of Pi the whole time with that.
Yes.
With
Oh,
the tiger.
yeah.
I felt bad for the zebra.
Was
So
it a
did
tiger?
I.
or
There was a
zebra?
tiger and a zebra in the boat.
Yeah, and the zebra was.
And the tiger ate the friggin' zebra.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was all CGI. It wasn't a real zebra.
Yeah,
or
I know
tiger.
that. I know that.
But would you kill the dog to eat?
No, because even if the dog was dead, even if it just died, I wouldn't skin it and start eating it.
Well, how would you do that? You don't have any tools.
Well, good point.
You have to
Well,
eat.
would you? Your
I'd just
dog,
throw him in the water and be alone.
Scott. Your dog.
My
and-
dog isn't enough food. He's too small.
No, but I'm saying
He's
if
an
you
appetizer.
you've been 4 weeks without food, can't catch fish, would you kill your dog to survive, or would you do it, or would you feel like if I got to do this, I'm going to die anyway, and I'd rather keep my dog alive?
I wouldn't kill my dog.
See, I would love to know how many people would kill their dog to
wouldn't kill my
survive, because I think most people know if you're that desperate, you're probably never going to be saved.
Yeah,
So
I
you're
wouldn't
just
kill my
buying-
dog. I would use my dog for warmth,
Yeah.
or put it on a rope and make it swim to make the boat. to make
The doggy paddle all over.
Hold on, a hot dog in front of
Come
it.
on, go!
And then you realize I could eat the hot dog, but no, I'm making my dog swim.
Make him swim and pull the boat.
That's funny.
Eating a cold dog.
That reminds me of the Grinch with the dog pulling the sled.
Oh, yeah.
Max.
Great.
My curse. No cursing on the
Freaking.
All
I
right.
apologize.
So, okay.
So
So-
use the dog as bait for a bigger kill.
No, because you're killing your dog. You're not going to
No,
kill
yeah,
your
you
dog.
pull the dog. You use the dog for bait. No, you'd have to yank
Oh,
the
I
dog
see.
out just in time and grab the fish.
Your dog would be yapping so much that it
know.
wouldn't.
Or maybe
nobody
cut,
would
maybe
come
cut
near
the
it.
tail off in little pieces and use it. No, I wouldn't
Wow.
do that. Well, I'm saying it
That's
wouldn't.
tough meat, though. The tail.
Is it?
And it kind of moves when you cut it too.
No, that's lizards. That's lizards.
All right. That's what was the time? Oh, Mark talks too much.
Yes, and I admit it, and I'm trying to control myself.
All right.
See up my nose with the